Hi beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you how I customize my closure and how I measure my head so that my wig can fit like a glove. So if you want to see how that is done, then stay tuned. So the first thing I do is I part 1 inch from the front of the closure and I pick it to thin it out a bit to give it a more human-like look at the front. After that 1 inch part, I part it again. I part that inch into half again and I pick it, and then I go to the front and I pick it again so that I have a natural human-looking front. I hope you understand what I just said, but I'm trying to make it as thin as possible so it resembles the human hairline. Then I measure the head. First I go with the circumference, and then I go from the front to the back, which is the front to the nape, and I write that measurement down. Then I go to the ear over top, write that measurement down, and then I measure temple to temple around the back. That's usually the biggest part of your head, and I write that measurement down, and then I measure the nape of the neck. So when I put my cap on, I just use those measurements again to lay my cap, and then I use my T-pins to hold it in position. Then I go with my closure and I use my T-pins. I pull the closure all the way down to where the cap starts, and then I pin that down with my T-pin. Now at the front, I usually just do a pin to hold it in place first. I like to pin the back and the sides first, securely into place, and then I go back to the front and stretch the front just a little bit over the cap. So as you can see, I'm going in with my T-pins. I am positioning them, but I stretch them just a little bit. So I stretch the closure just a little bit with the pins so that I don't have any lumps or bulges when I'm sewing. So when I stretch the closure a little bit, I kind of have a seamless lay. So I just stick the pin in and I just stretch it a little bit. And then I remove the pins that I had at the front and I just stretch the front of the closure down, and then I pin it again. Now my T-pins, I just use that to keep everything securely in place so that when I'm sewing, I don't miss on my measurements. So now everything is securely in, I can begin to sew my closure down. And when I'm sewing, I point my needle downward. You have other people who do it upward. That's okay, but I do mine downward. So I just go down, and when I do my first sew, I wrap the thread around the needle 3 times to make a knot, and then I put it through. And then I continue to sew in the loop technique. So I push my needle down, and the first piece of thread I put over the needle, and then the other one over to the left. So okay, let me try to explain this. So I want my needle to be in the middle. So I push the needle under the first piece of thread, and then I loop the other piece of thread over to the right side of the needle. So you have thread to the left, thread to the right, and the needle in the middle. and as I sew, I remove my T-pins. So as you can see, I use my thumb to guide it, push the needle under, thread to the left, thread to the right, and then I pull through, and that gives me a secure knot. And I continue this process straight through all of the closure. And when I'm sewing the closure, I try to make my stitches close. So that my closure is securely sewed. That's the finished product of me sewing down the closure. As you can see, my stitches are very close because that's how I like it. It keeps my closure affixed. So thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.